Hey guys! Yeah, I'm doing another tier list. So, a tier list about what? Marvel villains! This is only all up to Spider-Man No Way Home. So yeah. So originally I wanted to do this as a scripted video, but then I was like, you know what? It might be better if I just did this as a tier list. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing it as a tier list. So this is just what gave me inspiration to do this is I saw two guys on TikTok. Like one had their own TikTok and they were just like talking about like their top 5 villains. Was it top 5 villains or top 5 worst villains? It was something like that. So all right, so yeah, so that's what gave me inspiration for this. That's what I'm gonna do. I guess I don't really need to wear my headphones for this. I can just speak freely. I do kind of need my mic, so knock on wood if like the audio quality sounds good. So anyway, Ironmonger. He's gonna go in S tier. He was a good villain, quality villain to start out with. Nice villain, nice villain. He was like, oh yes, I am evil. You will know I am evil. So yeah, I liked Ironmonger. Also, this is entirely my opinion of who is the best villain and who is the worst villain. I forgot to say that. But yeah. Abomination, I'm gonna put A tier. I'm gonna put Abomination in A tier. I really like what they did with. I really like this design for some reason. I don't know why. I do like his actual like design as well, like his comic design as well, but like something about that brown speaks to me. And like the skeleton chest thing and like the spikes. I don't know. It looks like an abomination type thing of a human being. But like She-Hulk kind of just ruined Abomination. I don't really. I know there's a canon reason why, but it's just I kind of feel like they flipped his character for no reason, and I don't really like that. Whiplash. Yeah, solid villain. It wasn't too much, wasn't too little. I was entertained throughout the movie, but I'm like, oh yeah, Whiplash. He was a villain. Okay. I better not get any flack for this, because if I do, I'm defending myself now. Loki is an F villain. The reason why is because He's not a villain anymore. So, and since this is a villain tier list, he should have a low ranking because he is a villain. He's not a villain anymore. He is a superhero now. So, can we all agree on that? He was a good villain, but he's no longer a villain. Okay? Okay. As long as we all agree on that, we can move on. If you can't...
Quick! Get out! Get out of here!
Red Skull, I'm gonna give it a C tier. It was fun, and the surprise on Vormir was cool. Because I didn't think about that, because I just thought, oh, hey, he got annihilated and vaporized by the Tesseract. And I was like, oh! That's the Space Stone! Oh! Oh, what the fuck is his name? It's not the Mandarin. Because this is the Mandarin. I'm also gonna have, by the end of this, I'm just gonna, like, put... I'm also gonna grab a lot of... I'm gonna grab, like, screenshots of these guys, like, for their comic book styles. Also, any villains I don't remember their names, because I relatively know who this is, I just don't remember her name. I'm just gonna say, this fucking villain! So I guess with that, this fucking villain gets an F, because it's not a villain. And I don't like that. Yeah, and Iron Man, I guess with that reveal, it was leaning way too heavily on the comedy, and it didn't pay up so much. They had to retcon it, like they had to retcon it and follow up on that retcon with Shang-Chi. Yeah. The AIM guy, I'm gonna give it a D. Iron Man 3 was lacking in its villains. It was just not very good for me. It was poo-poo. Honest for me, like in the villains department. Iron Man 3 was a good film for me. Just it was poo-poo for the villain department on it. So it wasn't as bad as the fake Mandarin dude, but I'm kind of wanting... I kind of wish more from AIM. I don't know. Wasn't his name Aldrich Killian? Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah. Malekith I liked. Malekith I'm gonna put in A. Actually, no, I'm gonna drop him to a B. Because I liked him in his movie. I liked the movie. I liked Thor: The Dark World. I do get that he is a dark elf. His design isn't very good for me, and that's what drops him down from S. I wouldn't put him in S, but that's what dropped him down from an A to a B. Arnim Zola. I'm gonna put in D, because he didn't feel like a villain to me. He only felt like exposition for Captain America Winter Soldier. By the way, I put these in I rearranged them so it would be in Marvel and series order. And this is all the way up to Spider-Man No Way Home. So like Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, they're all not in here, so plus I haven't seen those villains, so I couldn't rank them. But he just felt like Expedition for me, and not in the good way, because is it Backtruck Leaper or no? That's a secret. Baron von Leaper. The Leaper dude felt like a good exposition, so I'm gonna put him in C. I do kind of wish we got more with him, though. That's my only complaint. Or for him to return and be like a low-class villain. Low-class, quote-unquote. For, like, low-class for what he is. But I liked it. I liked him for Expedition. Like, that was good. But Arnim Zola is, like, too big to be just Expedition, so I'm like, you should have been more. You should have, like, either you come back or something. Like, you should come back and get more. There should be a whole thing with AIM, because AIM was really underutilized. Bucky as the Winter Soldier. Bucky as the Winter Soldier gets an S tier. Whenever Bucky was on screen while he was still the Winter Soldier, I was entertained. I was like, ooh, what's this? Yes, I do think, like, yes, you could make an argument for Bucky to go in F tier for the same reason I have made Loki in F tier. But the argument I'm going to make here is Bucky was not in his mind space while Loki was. Like, Bucky was not in his head and was, like, completely brainwashed to be a completely different person, while Loki was and had to emotionally grow as a person. If you really wanted me to rank Loki as a person, I would put Loki in S tier. It's just I am not ranking Loki as a villain anymore. Whereas the Winter Soldier, I am. Ronan felt very one note to me, and I was very, very bored with him. I really did not like Ronan. Ronan was a snooze to me. I was like, alright, get this. What is this guy's deal? I also didn't really know Ronan at the time, and I know a little bit more, but not a whole lot. So, but yeah, Ronan was just a snooze to me. Ultron was a good villain. I liked his movie. I liked him. He was a good Ultron to me. I do think Ultron could have been better, but Ultron was good for me. I liked Ultron. I don't know why. I do definitely think Ultron needs to come back, though. Yellow. I was. I'm gonna give Yellow Jacket a D. Because I was entertained with the suit, and that's it. I do. But with what I kind of learned of Yellow Jacket, this is kind of a letdown for me. I don't really know why, it just is. I did not like the insane rambling man of the person behind Pym, of the person in the suit of the Yellow Jacket. I was just bored and didn't like it. But I liked the suit, so that's the only saving grace it has from being an F. Baron Zemo fucking nearly tore the Avengers apart. That is an automatic S. That nearly. If for you to almost win, gets an S. And also, if you do win, it's an S. Hint of what Thanos is going to be in. Fucking hadoy. But I'm not there yet. I'm not to Endgame yet, so calm your tits. But yeah, I love Baron Zemo in Civil War. I loved him in Falcon and Winter Soldier. That was a good. That was a good Baron Zemo was a good villain for me. I liked Baron Zemo. Crossbones. I'm going to give Crossbones a C. Possibly even a D. Yeah, I'm going to drop him down to a D. To go from Civil War to go from Winter Soldier to Civil War was really, really too close for me. I needed to actually learn about. I get why they did it, but it needed to be more. It felt too forced for me, for him to become Crossbones. I needed to see the evolution. I guess I needed to see the evolution, I guess. Dormammu, again, exposition film. I feel like they fucking threw Dormammu away. I don't like it. I'm annoyed with it. I want Dormammu to come back. I don't know. Dormammu's follower, I'm gonna give it a C. Cause that was interesting. If they just played if Doctor Strange just used the time stone to turn back time and acted like nothing ever happened and blah 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 blah, and then they set up for Dormammu in Doctor Strange 2 or Doctor Strange 3, then that would be fine with me. But I don't know. Just I feel like they threw Dormammu away. Ego, 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 ego. Ego either gets an A or a B for me. I'm putting in B just for right now because I don't know which one I want him to be in. The A was I liked. I'm putting him in A. I liked that film. I liked how they made him in that film. That was a good, like, okay, let's retwist this character. That was good. Vulture, I'm gonna put it as an S because he's not a villain. He's only kind of looking out for himself, but then like he does turn into a villain at the end. I was very entertained with him, and I really liked him. So yeah, he gets an S tier. Hella gets an A. I liked what they did with her, just not the movie. So so that's the only reason why it's hard for me to differentiate her with the movie. So that's why she's not an S. Because she's a very fucking powerful villain. I really liked what they were doing with her in that movie. And I really liked all the setup and expedition with her. Killmonger. Killmonger gets an S. I fucking like Killmonger. That was a good, like, his whole thing of we're on the bottom, we need to be on top. I like what cinema therapy. Just like I'm gonna go point to cinema therapy for him. Like why I like him because they basically because I'm like I like him and this is why and like it's basically that whole video. So go cinema therapy in the iCard. go watch it. Oh, what is it? The black. What is it? It's the black. It's the black. The But what? They're all gonna get D's. I get why they needed to be there, but they kind of. It felt very out of the blue for me, just for them to be there. I guess Ebony Maw will get a C because he gets a lot of screen time, but everyone else just feels a very one-note character. And just... What I don't know. Ghost was a pretty good villain. I liked what they did with her. I do. Ghost is definitely. I'm glad Ghost is gonna be returning in the Thunderbolts. But Ghost, I didn't like how. I liked what they did. I just didn't like everything that they did. I didn't like how they were. How they were like, oh, I'm an ex-SHIELD agent because SHIELD made me into a weapon. What? First off, I feel like there's plot holes within that, and I'm not going to get into that here. I'm planning to save that for a future video. And that's going to be, like, way into the future, and I'll totally remember it by then. But, like, I don't know. Oh, is this Marvel? I think this is Marvel. Anyway, F. I don't like the Captain Marvel movie. It's not for what everyone else says it's why they don't like it. I don't like it's not I don't like Carol Danvers or Brie Larson. It's I don't like no. What am I trying to my brain needs to catch up with my mouth. It's not for why everyone else says they don't like it for Brie Larson. I don't like it for Carol Danvers. Carol Danvers feels like an oversized gun. And, like, it was just, the villains weren't very memorable. I feel like with every other villain on this tier list and below here, you remember them as well, like very distinctly, as well as the hero. But I could not for the life of you have you tell me who these two are. No, this is Marvel, because that was the whole thing with... Right, okay, Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. I have no idea who this was. And I know this is like the Kree floaty head thing that always fights with the Skrull fighty head, the Skrull princess. I could not remember Captain Marvel's villains at all. Thanatos. Wow, that is the first time I have ever mixed up Thanos with Thanatos, the Greek god of death. Thanos gets an S tier, obviously because he wins. Obviously, he practically got 2 movies out of him. He had a whole entire saga about him, practically. Thanos was a good movie. Thanos is a good villain. Mwah. S tier villain. I do not need to speak more on him. Mysterio gets... That is not Mysterio. Mysterio gets a C. I liked... Obviously, he's a cunning villain. Obviously, he's the villain of, like, I'm going to trick you and trick Spider-Man because he can trick Spider-Man's spider sense. I did not like the reasoning why he became Mysterio. Yes, it's very in line with his person in the comics. It's just... could have done better, Marvel. I know you're better than that. Why? So other than him becoming a villain and the reasoning why he's a villain, I like him as a villain. if his reasoning for being a villain was better, he would probably be A or S. Agatha gets a C. I wasn't annoyed with her. I wasn't disappointed with her. I wasn't excited to see her. I don't like her song. It was Agatha all along. No, I don't like that song. I know we're gonna get an Agatha Marvel series potentially. That might help me swindle her somewhere. But I just really could not care for Agatha. Flag Smasher is gonna get an A, because I liked what they did with the Flag Smashers, and she was very, I very much get you, and I am glad they did this, and this was good, and I'm glad they did this. I'm glad that they did that. And I was very much intrigued with like the downfall of her at the end. I was like, oof, that hits. And Sam's fucking speech. Ooh, you could. Oh god. Okay. Yep. Good. Oh god. Okay. Okay. I love. He's not a villain, but he's not a villain. I know he's not a villain, but he hasn't quite become a hero yet. But what is his name? What is his name? John Walker? Something like that. U.S. agent. God, yes. I loved The Falcon and Winter Soldier is my favorite Disney Plus show. I loved what they did. I loved it. And God, the fight scene in episode 5 with Bucky, Sam, and U.S. agent. God, I loved all of that. I loved all of that. I loved it. I loved it. Taskmaster, okay. F tier is basically just / needs to be redone or brought back / can't really think / don't oh nope this is F tier. This is just F tier. I don't fucking like these. Yes, Loki is the only exception to that, but still, everyone else is just no. Oh, you know what? No. Okay, so I fixed it. Taskmaster is an F. Taskmaster is both in F and needs to be brought back and redone. Cause oh my god, I saw that twist of it's gonna be a girl coming a mile away, and The Black Widow movie just needs to be redone. I do kind of like it. I just, and I know Taskmaster is going to be in Thunderbolts, but just it just no. I just don't like Taskmaster. Fucking what is his name? Vision Ultron. The what if Ultron is going to get a S tier. I liked what they did with What If and like how it all culminated into get together. It was really fun. It was really cool. I liked it. The actual Mandarin will get an S tier. He was very fun. He was very entertaining, and his redemption at the end, I'm like, feeling. I feel bad. My heart hurts. No, oh. So yeah, Crow. They did nothing with him. Icarus is gonna get a D. I don't really like. Oh, twist. Here's the superhero twist. This superhero was a villain. Eternals felt very filler to me. I feel like it needs to be redone. I cannot think of what Crow could do. And Icarus. Icarus. It's just I don't like Icarus as a villain. It just didn't bode well. Kingpin, it gets an A. The only reason why he's not getting an S for me is I didn't watch the Daredevil Netflix series, and and he's going to come back in Echo. So I do like him. I really do. It's just I don't have that much of an attachment to Kingpin as others. I can totally see why others would put him in S. It's just I don't have an attachment for him. Green Goblin, Dr. Octopus, and Electro are all S. They're all good. I like them all. Not only from their original films and from Far From Home, but just no, not Far From Home. No Way Home. Far From Home would have also been a good title for Spider-Man, for MCU Spider-Man 3. Because it wouldn't be about Spider-Man anymore. It would be about the villains. Hey-oh. But anyway, just it's them. It's them. It's the only I would put Sandman and Lizard in an S tier. I actually no. I would get fucking ear. God damn it! It's ringing. Sandman would have stayed A, but like Lizard, I liked Lizard in the Amazing Spider-Man. They didn't really do much with Sandman and Lizard, so in No Way Home, had they done more with Lizard and Sandman, had they done more with Lizard in No Way Home, he would have been an S tier for me. But since they didn't really do anything with him, and since they didn't really expand or really utilize Sandman in Far From Home, he's also gonna get Sandman's gonna drop to a B. Actually, but yeah. So that's the villains. Other villains, I'm not gonna really worry about and like think about where to put them, because I can only really think of Moon Knight, who I do know because I've seen Moon Knight. Moon Knight's villain would be an A, but other than that, it's that's pretty much it, because that's all I've seen. And had there been like a section of like, had there been villains like where I did not see them, I would have put them in a separate category of like, I did not see this movie, so I cannot judge them. But yeah, that's my opinion on all of the villains. Let me know what you think. Yeah. Where are all these villains in? Where are all the villains in your tier list? How do you like them all? Yeah. So like the video, subscribe. It would help me become a big YouTuber starman. Ring the bell for notification. This is not the only tier list I have done. I have done other tier lists. This is just the tier list I've done recently, and it's been a while since I've done a tier list. I'm gonna do 2 other tier lists. One about heroes, and one about like the MCU, like the films and maybe series. I don't really know about the series. I'll try to get the series. I might even get Omni to join me. I don't know. Maybe Kyle even. I don't know. But yeah, so I'll do that. So yeah, but check out other things on my, I mainly do Let's Plays on my channels. Some active playthroughs and Let's Plays on my channel are Minecraft, Bendy and the Ink Machine, Inscription. I have a video on Before Your Eyes, and a video on Our Life Beginning and Always. Some finished playthroughs and one-offs that I've done if you just want to quickly watch something or binge a finished series are A Raven's Monologue, Grimm's Hollow, My Friend is a Raven, What Never Was, and My Name is You. So yeah, so with that, I will see you guys in the next issue. See you!